What's up, gang? I want to talk about two things today. Made some iterations on the data management that we looked at last time, and I actually want to start sharing the SOFA roadmap. So let's get into it. So number one, you'll see some improvements from last time. Most notably that this is actually running on my device, which is a sign that this is actually working because I don't put stuff on my device until it's actually working. But what's nice here is the automatic backups are actually working now. Last time it was just placeholder. So these are working very nicely. You can see I have a few in there, so it's only been 3 days since I've been doing this. But they work really well. I've already restored from one of these to test it out, and all my data came back just fine. You can turn this stuff off. And what I'm trying to do is, there's a lot of power here, which is cool. But I'm trying to sprinkle in little help docs so that if people don't really understand what this stuff is or why you would use it in different ways, to add just little helpers there. And I've written documentation that will be linked to from this stuff. So I'm very happy with this. I think this has come along very nicely. There's a couple other things I'm doing to wrap up this release, which we're going to get into in a second, but excited for where this is going. And finally, like, some peace of mind into your data, which is good. It's my data too, you know? I use this thing all the time. So let's talk about roadmaps. I've had people ask me to share the roadmap before for what I'm working on. I've always been a little bit hesitant to do it because plans change, things change all the time. Sometimes I plan to do something and then it ends up not being that, or it's not feasible or whatever. And the last thing I want to do is promise something that I can't deliver or change my mind on, and then people, it's an expectations thing, right? So setting up expectations for people to be disappointed, which sucks. Another reason I wanted to start sharing a roadmap is I've seen one of my favorite new apps called Obsidian does this, and I kind of love it because they don't have everything that you would want, but they just share a roadmap on Trello for things that are working and not, or things that they are working on in the short term and the long term. And what I'm going to show you in a second has a, I basically just kind of ripped that because I really like that model. So let's get into it. What we're seeing here is the SOFA roadmap. Now, you'll be able to get to this if you go to sofahq.com and you scroll all the way to the bottom and you hit roadmap. It'll take you to the roadmap. And the way I'm structuring this, I'm trying to set expectations here, which is that, hey, this is a high-level roadmap. Nothing is set in stone. Things will change. That is a guarantee that things will change. And even for things that are in progress, they may change as they're being worked on. And I'm not giving direct timing here either. I'm trying to just say, like, hey, this is the short-term stuff I'm working on. This is the long-term stuff. Any Obsidian fans will notice this and see that I copied it. I'm not going to go into all this stuff right now. This is all like future videos, so I'm going to go into more of these things. But you can at least see what's in progress, and I've talked about improving data management here, so you can see what that is there. And I'll try and add some notes and stuff like that as we go. So that's it for this week. I'll have a link to the roadmap in the description below, so you'll be able to check that out. I'll also have a link to the forums, so it's a great place where you can go and ask questions, suggest ideas, that kind of thing. And the last thing is to go check out SOFA in the App Store. It's a good app. I enjoy it, and you will too. See you.